Hey, what's going on? So this engine right here is from a 82 Honda 250R two-stroke. Not the most desirable 250R, but they're still kind of getting rare. You know, the most desirable ones are 85 and 86. This is a 82. It was like the first gen, 81 and 82. Then you had second gen, 83, 84, and then the last one, third gen, 85 and 86. But at any rate, so I was told that this engine, that just needed a piston, but then when I took the cylinder off, it was kind of just tacked on there. There was like a bunch of rust and dirt actually in where the crank's at. It was so bad. And then there was pieces of the piston, because you can see the old piston right here. Yeah, it was, it's scored all over the place and everything like that, but it shattered into a bunch of pieces. And so the story is that the original owner ran it without any two-stroke oil, but that's a pretty catastrophic failure right there, just for no two-stroke oil. Usually I just see it seize up. I don't see it where the piston shatters. But at any rate, so the crank, it wasn't moving freely. It would move a little bit, stop, and then I started running my magnet in there. This is weeks ago, about like a month ago, and there was actually a nail in there. Like somebody had dropped a nail in there and then some other crap. So anyways, I got that out, the pieces of the piston, and then actually in these oiling holes right there, there were pieces of the piston too, and that was a real mission to get out. I got some of them out with these needle nose pliers, these like pretty like thin ones that I have here. But as for the other ones, I tried to suck them out with a vacuum. That didn't work, but then I ended up taping some fuel line to a vacuum cleaner. It has pretty good suction, and then just was able to actually put it right up against there. 100% volumetric efficiency, sucked it right out of there, and yeah, it came out. So that's good. Those ports are all clean now. The crank rotates fine. I mean, the bearings, they feel okay. Nothing too crazy. I looked at all the needles. They're all there. But yeah, I mean, we'll just have to see what happens. As for the cylinder, I sent it over to Don's Machine Shop. He's on I Avenue. That guy's been there since I was like 15, 14. But yeah, he was able to actually bore out the cylinder 3 over. So yeah, third over piston on here. And I usually like to put I just got done, cleaning it all up and everything, putting the rings on the piston. I usually like to put the piston in there first, get the wrist pin in there ready, and then just put it on top and then slide it in and then slide it down. Some people like to hover the cylinder on top of there and then collapse piston rings, but I found this method was a little bit easier in the past, so we'll see how it works out for this one. But yeah, so basically the plan is to go ahead and put that on there, and then torque down these or tighten them down, and then make sure it still cranks over freely. See how that goes.